We are previewing UFC 152 here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we are joined once again by Nick Kalikas, professional MMA oddsmaker and consultant for DSI Sportsbook. All right, now let's talk about the co-main event, Benavides and Johnson. Now this is an interesting fight. Obviously, flyweights, both very, very talented flyweights. Benavides is minus 275. Demetrious Johnson is plus 215. Now these guys are both very talented, sort of similar fighters. Clearly, Benavides is better. I'm wondering though if he's that much better that he should be that big of a favorite. I mean, where'd you open this line to start?
Well, you know, it's staying ballpark actually. I opened it around 275, 285, really? Depending on the place I sent it out to. So it's staying close to 3-1, and the betting public right now is coming in a little bit both ways. We haven't had really sharp action either way, so the line looks like it was set about right. I think it's a little bit too high. Even from the onset, I thought it was a little bit too high, but I kind of figured it'd be at a nice spot with what the public thinks of this fight here. So, man, it's going to be competitive. Flyweights are always competitive.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people think that Demetrious Johnson is just going to get out-muscled in this fight. But he's smart, man. And against Ian McCall, we've seen in the second fight, people were counting him out too. And he came back and looked tremendous, a lot better in his first performance. So I think he matches up pretty good. And you got to take a stab at the plus money here.
Yeah.
Anything above plus 200, the line's a little bit too high. I think that you can't make it a large wager because the public might be right out there. Benavides does have the strength and maybe the ferocity to get the fight done, or even the decision, you know, that he can out-muscle him enough to get a unanimous decision.
So you set the line where you did because based on your anticipated action, not on your own opinion of what you thought the odds should be.
Yeah, I think it should be closer to 2-1, if anything. So, and we might see the line drop a little bit. If there's a little bit of sharper action that comes in, I'm going to recommend them drop. But I think we'll get some parlays and again some straight action at this price back on Joe B too. So it's a good place.
How about on a prop? How about the fight going the distance? You think this fight's going to go the distance?
I think it is going to go the distance. Both of them do have knockout power, especially Joe B. He's got a lot of knockout power. We've seen that recently too. So, but I think they're both game enough to kind of neutralize each other out. I think they're both tough enough to withstand each other's punishment on the feet, and I don't think there's going to be a sub in this fight. So the distance prop is probably good, or over. You know, with the round prop, it's going to be obviously 4.5 over. So it depends on the juice there as well, because like I said, anytime you get talented guys like this, you never know. I mean, they could end it too because they're that good. But I would suggest a play on, like I said, if you're going to do the total or the prop, on the over. In previous
shows that we've done with you, you've talked a little bit about how you don't really like to bet against a big dog if you're also expecting the fight to go to decisions because the judging can be so unpredictable. You think that could be a factor here?
Yeah, it could be because it's going to be such a competitive fight again. I mean, 5 rounds of flyweights and this level of talent in flyweight. So yeah, it's going to be very competitive, and that's why I think you got to kind of lean towards the dog bet here. Even decision by decision, you're going to give even more value as far as DJ goes. So I think you can look at that, maybe take a small stab at Demetrious Johnson by decision, and then bet him a little bit straight too.
Right. Makes sense to me.